Hey, lovely people. Happy Tuesday. You know, if I'm coming with something from my spirit. So, over this weekend, I was in Houston, as you all know. Had a great time with my sorors. Sisterhood is everything. And we went to a few events that were very powerful and impacted me in a powerful way. With from the poetry event to the women empowerment brunch, and I wanted to speak to y'all for a while because just in today alone, I had a few messages come to me, and I said it made me want to speak on the subject of forgiveness. Not in the same way that we're used to hearing it, because most people hear it in the sense of the Bible, and I'm not religious. I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious, so I'm not coming to you from that perspective. So in the midst of me hearing things, I looked up a few things, and I wanted to read a few words before I go into what I really have to say. So, to forgive someone and to ask for forgiveness are the most important aspects for your spiritual growth. It is not just saying the words, I am sorry, or I have forgiven you. It's an emotion which is felt deep within you. And when real forgiveness happens, there is a change in that relationship. This is the test of forgiveness. If your relationship has not undergone any change, rest assured you need to work on it a bit more. One of the qualities of a devotee to be one having a forgiving nature. Forgiveness is a quality which always succeeds an event of pain, hurt, or injury. This quality is there in all of us, but we tend to push it under the carpet. Many a times our ego does not permit us to attend to these emotions. We do not realize that by forgiving someone genuinely, we only heal ourselves and lessen our karma baggage. It not only takes away the hurt and the pain caused to us by the other, but it extinguishes the past injury. It ceases to obstruct our spiritual growth and accelerates a new beginning with that person. It washes away the negativity within us, which would otherwise eat into our vitals and affect our thinking process. That was major. Like, that was a lot of words, but it was a lot of necessary words that needed to be said. I had a friend who was like that she was texting someone and they wasn't responding to their text, and she was upset, and she probably texted some bad stuff or whatever the case may be, found out the person passed away just like that, gone. And I say this a lot, like, people hold on to so much hurt, people hold on to so much things that happened in the past, people who they fake forgive. We need those people that fake forgive, but the minute something goes left, they want to bring it back up, they want to throw it in your face. That's fake forgive. So you walking around holding grudges and being upset with people who are walking around living their life, and if you drop dead tomorrow, you have all that built up in you for what, while this person is living. So people say, oh, well, I'm not going to forgive them. You don't forgive them for them, you forgive them for you, so that your mind and heart is clear and you're good. And then we had another person I was speaking to, the same thing about, it was more like a vengeance type of situation, different things like that. And so this person hurt me, so I'm going to hurt that person, and the cycle continues and continues and continues. The cycle has to stop with you. So we walking around holding grudges, and we're trying to do everything in our power to hurt the next person because we can't forgive. We're still on stuff that happened in the past, and I like to tell people I don't live there anymore. So if you still got something going on from back there, or you still got issues with me from back there, I don't live there no more. I promise you, I don't live there no more. I'm not even that same person anymore. So, sweetie baby, you're going to have to let that go at some point, because holding on to that does what for you? How does it help you? How does it make you move forward? What does that do? And I don't know. It's a lot. It's been a lot going on in the midst of me. I don't know what the universe is trying to tell me, but I'm listening, and obviously I'm not listening because the universe is screaming, but I'm not getting the message I'm thinking I'm getting a message, but I'm not getting a message. I'm not understanding. And this the whole thing with forgiveness sat on my spirit, because that whole, like, I had to do a lot of forgiving of a lot of people that will never truly be sorry, and that's okay. I did it for me. And you deal with people, and sometimes you feel unempowered. That was my feeling for today. I felt unempowered. And then feeling unempowered made me think back on the brunch that I had, and she had these questions pretty much for us to ask ourselves that I looked at them, but I have yet to answer them. So the first question was, what makes a woman empowered? So then when you think about it, because I said I felt unempowered today. So what makes me empowered? What is it that makes me empowered? And that's really a hard question to answer. I don't know. What makes me empowered? What makes me feel empowered? Reaching my goals. Working out. Being able to do things that I previously couldn't do makes me feel empowered. Empowering someone else makes me feel empowered. I don't know. What makes you empowered? Because it's a hard question. So maybe I need a little help in answering it. Maybe you can tell me, how are you empowered? The second question is, how does empowerment feel to you? How does empowerment feel to me? When I'm empowered, I feel strong. I feel very, very strong. I feel amazing. I feel wonderful. I feel accomplished. When I'm empowered, I feel all those things. All those great things I feel when I'm empowered. See, that one was easy. The first one was hard, but that one was easy. The third one, that's the kicker. How do you empower yourself? How do you empower yourself? So when you're feeling unempowered, how do you empower yourself? I have no idea. I have no idea. And then I was told today that I use my mental health as a crutch. That's what I was told. But I use my mental health as a crutch, and that there are people living every day who have mental illness and they live their life greatly. Okay, that's great for them. And for the most part, I live my life greatly as well. But mental health doesn't happen every day. It's not like, oh, every day I'm sitting there like, you know what, I'm depressed today, or I'm going to be depressed today, or in the next hour I'm going to cry because I'm going to be sad. That's not how depression works. Sometimes we can't avoid it. Sometimes it hits us and we didn't even know it was coming. Sometimes you wake up and you feel like, I'm going to stay in the bed today. I'm not motivated to do anything. I'm sad and I don't know why I'm sad. I'm hurting and I don't know why I'm hurting. So when I have those days, you would think the support would be a little bit greater, but apparently people with mental health are a burden to those who are normal. Those are the words that were said to me. So we're a burden to those who are normal, which, okay, I get it. It's not easy dealing with somebody who has a chemical imbalance. But if you say you love that person and you say that you care about that person's well-being, you would find a way to help that person, to support that person, and not make that person feel bad about something that they really have no control over from day to day. Now, mind you, I take medication to help me regulate my mood, because sometimes my moods are up and down without my control, and sometimes I cannot work through those moods, so I take a medication to help me manage them. And as of lately, it's been a little bit out of control all over again, so they had to up my medicine today, which is okay by me, and I'm okay to talk about it, because we need to make sure that these conversations are had, that make it normal, that we can talk about these things. And I had to speak to my psych. And when you hide stuff, you only hurt yourself, because then you can't get the proper help you need if you're hiding what your real problems are. So when I talk to my psych, I talk to my psych. When I talk to my therapist, I talk to my therapist. This is what's going on, no matter what it be. Whether it's issues with my children, whether it's issues with my husband, whether it's issues with my friends, I need to let it out so that I can get the help that I need. So the end result was that where they had to raise my medicine to see if I can get back on track with the regulation of my moods. But only myself is not that responsible for my moods, because other people play a factor in your moods. People that you deal with on a day-to-day basis, they know your triggers, they know what buttons to press, and usually you want to kind of stay from around those type of people because your mental health depends on it. And then mental health and being a parent, baby, because God forbid you take a little time out for yourself to get your mental health in check, you're a bad parent. You're a bad parent. You're a bad parent because you couldn't get out of bed. Not because you was partying somewhere, because you couldn't get out of bed. You couldn't function that day. So they say you checked out of being a parent. You checked out of those things because I couldn't get up. I couldn't smile. I didn't have nothing kind to say out of my mouth, so I decided to stay in my bed. I checked out. But I needed to check out to be better. Because if I'm not better, I'm no good to no one. And I think that's the point that's missed when people take time out to heal themselves so that they can be better in whatever situation they're in, whether they're a mom, whether they're a spouse, wife, husband, whatever the case may be. You still have to be able to be a functioning adult. And if that means you need to take time off of life in general to heal yourself, then that's what you got to do. And if the person in the midst of you can't understand that, then I don't know. That's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow. And it's crazy because, you know, the people that you think are supposed to support you and different things like that, it's hurtful when those are not the people that support you. It's usually strangers, somebody that don't really know you like that. But then they say it's because that they don't know you like that, that's why they're willing to support you, because they didn't have to go through all this other stuff with you, the growing pains and this, that, and the third, and that's why they're willing. But you think if the person knew everything you had to go through, like the people that knew everything you had to go through, all the adversaries you had to face and all the hurdles you had to go through to get to where you are, you would think those are the people that understand. Those are the people that are willing to support you in the way you need to be supported, because they knew where you came from, they knew how you got there. But that's not always the case. So that's not always the case. So the question is, how do you empower yourself? I don't know. That's a lot of research I need to do. How do I empower myself? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hey sis, just chit-chatting with the facers. So I don't know. I wake up every day with a lot of goals, with a lot of ambition, with a lot of things I want to do, and then something says not today. I try to fight through that. It's hard. It gets hard. The fight gets hard, and sometimes it's a battle I know I'm gonna lose. It's not that I gave up, it's I fought the good fight, and today wasn't the day to fight that battle. They say you have to choose your battles, and I'm a believer in choosing my battles. So I don't know. People say you're supposed to write, you should write. I'm not a writer per se. Like, I write stuff down, but I'm not a writer in that way. So I guess me doing this helps me better to get out what I need to say. Because when you write, you go back and you erase, or you scratch off, and then the thoughts are not pure anymore. Now they're filtered and washed down, and they're not real. So I like doing this. So then I do this, and then I'll put it on my YouTube channel, because you don't know how this may have helped somebody, or somebody listening or watching this may be able to help me or help me answer the questions that I have, or help me go through whatever it is I'm going through at this moment. So I put it out there. This is why I'm transparent with everything that everything that I am. I'm so transparent because I be needing help. I'm not always strong. I'm not always empowered. So I be needing help. I be needing help. And I'm not afraid to say that. I be needing help. That's great. People, oh, you're so great, and you're so motivating, and this, that, and the third. But sometimes I have no motivation. There's nobody motivating me. There's nobody telling me I can do it. There's nobody telling me, hey girl, get up. There's nobody telling me, like, come on, let's go, let's do it. You got to do it. There's no one doing that for me. And it's hard. It is hard. But you got to keep on keeping on. Apparently, onward and upward, onward and upward. You got to keep moving. This is, the mystical Black girl magic, where we got to be strong no matter what, and we can't show weakness. God forbid we show weakness. Lord, we can't show weakness. We got to always be strong. Got to always be ahead of the game. Got to always got all our ducks in a row, because the minute one of them ducks come out of row, they coming for you. They coming for you. You all wrong things. You everything bad under the sun because one of your ducks mistakenly got out the row. Now you horrible. You're not human. You're not human. Not allowed to make mistakes. Not allowed to mess up. And that's crazy to me. Because they judge you on your past. They said they forgave you. They tell you they forgive you all the time. But yet you're still being judged from your past. For the mistakes you made way back when you didn't know no better. Because they said when you know better, you do better. I'm trying to do better, but it's hard to do better if somebody keeps putting you in a place where you are no longer there. When somebody keeps seeing you as that person that you are no longer, it's hard to do better. It's hard to stay focused. It's hard to be positive. It's hard to be empowered when you have people only viewing you as who you used to be. I'm not her. I'm not her. I am not her. I promise you I'm not her. I walk on 2 feet like everybody else. I put my shoes on 1 foot at a time like everybody else. I am not perfect. I'm nowhere near perfect. I am a work in progress. I've always been a work in progress. I've always been a work in progress. I've never claimed to be anything I am not. I am a flawed individual. I am a flawed individual. And I can't say that anymore. How I am a flawed individual. And I feel like my purpose here is to empower others through my trials and tribulations, through what I've been through, that so that somebody may not have to go through it, or if somebody who went through it, they have somebody else to say, oh man, you too? But it's hard. It's hard. I say I want to be a motivational speaker. I do. I want a platform. I want to speak to women of all different backgrounds and different things. I feel like I have so much to give to the world. I just don't know where to start. I don't have the motivation that I believe I should have. I don't know. And I feel like everything I do is under a microscope, waiting for me to fail. Like, most people have nothing else going on in their life that they sit around waiting for someone to fail, banking on their failure, we wake up every day feeling great, but there's somebody hating on you. There's somebody wishing you didn't wake up that morning. There's somebody wishing that you fall on your face on that day. Like, we wake up and we think everything's great, but there's someone somewhere in the world hating you for just being, for breathing. That's crazy. That's crazy. And it's hurtful. And a lot that seeps in a lot. As positive as I try to be, the negative always finds its way to creep in. Always. You having a good time, you're doing great, it ain't gonna last. Something has to come in and mess it up. Apparently I owe everybody everything. You think you don't owe nobody anything, but apparently I owe everybody everything. That's how I feel. Like my debt will never be paid in full. Never. Never. Never paid in full. Oh, misery does love company. Oh, it do love company. And I'll be like, not me. I'm not coming over. I don't want to be your company. I don't want to be your company. But they pull you in. They pull you in. They want to pull you in. When they go up, they want you to ride the roller coaster with them because you are not happy within yourself, because you're miserable within yourself. You want me to be miserable also. Because you know, with my mental, if my mental is not together, you know I can go into a place of sadness. You know I can go into a place of self-loathing. And I think it's only then that you're okay with me. It's when I'm down and out. It's when I'm down and out. Some people are only okay with you when you're down and out. Because when you're shining and you're glowing and you're happy, oh, what? How dare you? Who gave you the right? Who gave you the right? Who gave you the right? How dare you? Who are you? Who are you? Happy? Huh? Why? What you happy about? What you got to be happy about? Because you unhappy within yourself. Everybody else around you needs to be unhappy. Because you bitter. Everybody else got to be bitter. Not let you go find your own happiness. Let you go, get a little joy. Get a little bit of this joy to put in your own soul. But you rather dim somebody else's light. Why people do that? Why they rather dim somebody else's light than, tweak theirs a little bit so it shine a little bit brighter. Maybe change into a LED light. Maybe you need a LED light. Maybe you need a little higher voltage so that you can shine on your own instead of unscrewing somebody else's light bulb. They sell some great light bulbs at Home Depot. They got all types of long, short, little, big. But why you got to dim my light for? Why you got to dim my light for? What's that about? What's that about? What is that about? I just don't understand. We all are given the same 24 hours in a day. What you do with your 24 hours don't have nothing to do with what I do with my 24 hours. I can't live your life for you. You can't live my life for me. And what they say, what I eat don't make you shit. So why is the microscope on me? Why? Why are you so concerned whether I fail or not? Why are you so concerned with everything that I do? Why are you so concerned with everything? To me, it's like you have nothing else better to do. You have nothing else going on with yourself. That I am the topic of each day. That you wake up and say, how can I upset her today? How can I knock that smile off her face today? It's enough glow for everybody. But what is it that you're doing wrong that your light is not bright? Maybe you need to check your battery. Maybe you need to check your vibrations. Maybe you need to check your energy. What is the energy that you are putting out in the universe that you cannot get your light to be bright? What's going on within you that your light dull? Let's talk about it. But these are conversations that they're not ready to have. I'm so confused. I'm so lost. Like, why do I have to feel like shit in order for you to feel great about yourself? Why? Why? It's crazy. A lot of people need to hear it. Yeah. Yeah. The narcissistic behavior, oh, definitely. Deep issues, definitely. Definitely. It's called animosity. Oh, I'm trying to read. Oh. I done slid through everything. I messed it up. Animosity, people have so much they don't know what to do with it and who to give it to. Just keep doing what you're doing. Haters gonna hate. Let them talk day after day. Keep moving up. Keep motivating those around you. Unless they gonna pay you your bills or anything, let them talk. Tell them just join you. If they want to smile and be happy, just join me. That's a good one. That's a great one. You want to be happy? Come on. Let's go. There's enough happiness out here for everybody. Come on. Let's go. Let's be happy together. Let's heal together. Let's break these generational curses together. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. We need to stop raising kids that's going to need healing because we're broken. There's so much things out there to put us back together. We choose not to do the work. We choose not to do the work. People just think, oh, I'm gonna be broken and stay broken. No, you don't need to stay broken. Do the work. Do the healing. Have the talks. Get the therapist. Get the psych. Take the medicine. Meditate. Pray. Do the work. They have this thing called shadow work that I'm supposed to start doing. Do the work. That's to dredge up all the bad stuff that we have buried deep rooted in our spirit that we need to come out, because just because it's buried, sometimes, you know, enough rain come down, the things start loosening up, the soil start loosening up, and the stuff that you bury starts seeping out, and you trying to keep it at bay instead of letting it out and dealing with it. You want to keep burying it. You want to keep burying it. Let it out. Because at the end of the day, you're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. And you're hurting the ones around you. With all the negativity you have built up within yourself. Because if you're negative like that, then the people around you, you can't be positive to them. There's no way. There's no way. Good support? Yeah. But what support looks like to me and what support looks like to somebody else is two different things. And people feel like, oh, this is the support I'm giving you and you need to accept it. But if that's not the support I need, I do not need to accept your support if it's not what I need. And that's what people, they want to give you stuff that they want to give you, and they're not asking you what it is that you need. They like, just take what I'm giving you. But some of these conversations people are not willing to have. They don't want to hear it. They like being toxic. They like being negative. They like waking up every day hating the world. When all they got to do is make one change a day, 2 changes here and there. But they feel like, oh, I was born like this, or I was, this is who I am. Like, this is who I am. No, that's who you choose to be, boo-boo. That's not a character trait. That's not genetics. That's not DNA. That's what you chose. That's what you chose. You had a choice and you chose negative. You have a choice. You have a choice. It's always a choice. I'm going to choose to be positive. I'm going to choose to be negative. I try to choose positivity every day because there's enough negative in the world. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't. I don't want it in the midst of me. I don't want it around me. I did too much work on myself to want to be around negativity, to be around hate, to be around anger. It's not healthy. And I'm all about health. Health is wealth. So I can't be in the midst of something that's going to be unhealthy. I can't. And I won't. I appreciate all those that was watching. I appreciate those that chimed in and gave such great words of encouragement, great advice. Thank you so much for listening to me. Until next time, be well.